Hello, guys. I have met Mr. Cooper from EFF.
Hi.
He actually works there as a staff technologist, and he basically take care of the tech stuff in EFF. So he is going to tell you regarding EFF and how EFF actually making the internet a better place.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So we've been around for 25 years. We're a nonprofit, and our mission is to make sure that when you get online, your rights come with you. So we defend things like freedom of speech and freedom of privacy online. We make sure that governments and corporations don't mess up the internet or take away our freedoms that we think are so important on the internet. We've been around for 25 years. Like I said, we mostly do our work through impact litigation. We try to take cases to the Supreme Court and get case law made. We also do a lot of activism work, grassroots activism, getting the word out. One of our most famous campaigns was the Shut Down the Internet campaign for the SOPA law, which would have given Congress a lot of power to shut down parts of the internet for censorship, for copyright reasons. And we got several large websites, such as Wikipedia, to black out for the day to protest this law. And then we also do technology projects as well. So we have projects like HTTPS Everywhere, Privacy Badger, and Let's Encrypt, which are some of our technology projects to encrypt the web and to make sure that you're not tracked as you browse the internet. So we think that this sort of multi-disciplinary approach is the best way to help protect the internet from people that are trying to make it not free.
You were here around almost 25 years, right? So who was our founder? Actually, also how actually this started?
Oh yeah, so our founders were John Perry Barlow, who is somewhat famous for having written songs for the Grateful Dead. John Gilmore worked at Sun Microsystems, internet luminary, and all right. So our third founder was Mitch Kapor, who is another internet luminary. So they started EFF 25 years ago. Our first case was when the FBI raided a game company called Steve Jackson Games. They were publishing a pen and paper RPG called Cyberpunk 2020, and the FBI had decided that this was actually a manual for how to hack. And so the FBI raided their office, took all of their books that they were publishing, took all of the games that they were publishing, and so we defended them in court and won, got them their games back, got them the right to publish, because of course this is a basic freedom of speech violation. It wasn't a hacking manual, but even if it was, you are allowed to publish those sorts of things because of freedom of speech. So that was our first case, and we won that, and we've been doing similar cases and expanding ever since then. Currently our director is Cindy Cohn. She's been the director for the last 2 years. And she's been at EFF almost since the beginning. And so we're still looking at a lot of legal cases. We have some lawsuits against the NSA for their mass spying. We have a lawsuit against Ethiopia for spying on an Ethiopian expatriate in America who goes by the name of Kidani. And then we have a number of tech projects as well, which I mentioned, and a lot of activist projects also.
So currently, how many members do you have in a team?
Like employees or so we have about 30,000 members. So EFF actually runs on the way we get our budget from our members, like people who donate, $20 to $100 a year. And we have about 30 or 35,000 members right now that donate small amounts every year. And this makes up the majority of our yearly budget that we operate on. And then right now we have about 80 employees. And this has grown a lot in the last few years. But yeah, it's a really great team. And we're able to do a lot with 80 people. I think we're able to do more with 80 people than a lot of organizations could do with 300 people. So.
Awesome. So are you based in San Francisco?
Yeah, we are. We're based up in the Tenderloin.
Do you have any other office around the world?
We have a couple of employees. We have one in Berlin. We have one person who happens to be in DC, but for the most part, we're based in San Francisco.
So what kind of people do your team consist of, like lawyers, programmers?
Yeah, so I'd say it's about a quarter of the team is probably lawyers. Maybe another quarter of the team is technology staff, and then maybe another quarter is like activists and international staff, and then maybe another quarter is like support staff.
Nice. So, I mean, how are you making the world a better place?
So the way that I think we're making the world a better place is, what we're doing is protecting the internet, right? And I think this is important because the internet is the core way that humans interact in this age, right? It's the core way that we communicate. And it's the core way that movements happen, right? Like the internet has been great for grassroots movements and for people's movements, right? And it's important that we keep the internet free so that people can continue to freely communicate worldwide and to freely organize movements. So I see my job as making sure that people can continue to freely communicate to do whatever they're going to do. There's this concept called a force multiplier, right? Where one person can make a force of people much stronger by doing some support work. And that's how I see our work, right? We're supporting the internet so that other people can do amazing work on top of it.
I think that's an awesome answer. All right. Thank you, Mr. Cooper, for your time, and I really believe the EFF is doing a great job for the world. Well, all right, guys, please support EFF also, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Thank you.